So Leute, wir reagieren heute auf Scarycom Volume 96 von Bizarre Boob. Lasst natürlich ein Like da. Wenn ihr das nächste Mal live dabei sein wollt bei einer Reaction, dann schaut doch gerne mal auf dem Twitch-Kanal vorbei und lasst ein kostenloses Follow da. Und wir alle freuen uns auf euch. So, dann würde ich sagen, wir gehen rein.
On September 27th of 2024, a woman named Jalen immediately grabs her phone to record something on camera. It isn't often the case that this happens, but tonight, it occurred once more. Jalen had been lying in bed while doing work on her laptop when something noticeable appeared from the corner of her eye. Now, given that this incident took place at her grandparents' house, a place abundant with numerous vintage items, she finds it unsurprising that this happened. Some of these items, as she believes, could be cursed or haunted. But even if they weren't, she would still be afraid of coming back to this place, and it's all because of this incident. The following is her footage. Watch.
This thing just moved.
Okay, die hat sich bewegt, habe ich jetzt ist mir nicht aufgefallen.
Boy, all the talking heads would have been screaming about the Dallas Cowboys and sticking fork in this organization. So again, kudos to the Cowboys going on the road, getting a good win. Let's see how they win that moving forward.
There's a saying in golf, there's no pictures on the scorecard. If you're down, you don't care.
Also die Bewegung habe ich jetzt nicht gesehen, aber es ist ein schlauer Move, jetzt da rauszugehen und einfach mal von der Position zu filmen, um zu schauen, bewegt die sich dann, wenn ich nicht im Raum bin. Wie der Chat auch gerade schon schreibt, Puppen und alles ist immer richtig spooky. Also ich finde Kinder und Puppen und Spielzeuge, wenn die alleine losgehen oder so, das ist wirklich richtig heftig.
You just happy that you moved to 202. The injury to Parsons, and he didn't know anything at this point, he just left by a part of the shoe off. How
Sieht man Schatten?
what that man is feels a lot better if he's on the feet.
I mean, that would be, if he's missing any significant time, I think he's that better. He's a better player than he was on the football. Really, because they have been playing from the hand.
Kleiner Augenblick. Mal gucken, ob da wirklich keiner ist. Aber das ist wieder so eine Sache, die ich wieder richtig gut finde. Wenn man gleich reingeht, ohne Schnitt filmt und sieht, da ist niemand außer ihr da in diesem Raum, beziehungsweise da in diesem Haus. Also bis jetzt gutes Video. Schauen wir mal weiter.
The door just moved.
Winning percentage goal 60% when they're raised up.
33 proposed 100 affordable housing laws.
Interessiert keinen. Sie sagt, die Tür bewegt sich. Hat keinen interessiert. Mann guckt wahrscheinlich gerade Sport. Das ist echt krass. Aber was sind das hier noch für Räume? Ich habe gerade im Chat gelesen, Mensch mit der Maske, also definitiv nicht. Das glaube ich nicht, oder? Da ist kein Mensch mit der Maske. Das ist hier eine richtige Puppe auf jeden Fall, das sieht man. Helligkeit haben wir so weit oben, ne? Das ist definitiv eine richtige Puppe. Aber ich habe auch gelesen im Chat, wer hat sowas überhaupt da bei sich zu Hause? Also ich finde die auch sehr spooky. Also, ja genau, so wie Chat schreibt, Holz. Ja, ich würde auch sagen so Holz oder Wachs oder irgendwie sowas, ne? Oder irgendwie Plastik oder irgendwie sowas. Wer hat denn da sowas? Und dann sitzt er hier noch auf so einem Sessel.
Are you real? You can do it again. I won't watch.
Schlaue Frau, schön im Spiegel. Krass, okay. Habt ihr das gesehen, Chat?
It was at this point that Jalen knew that what she had seen earlier wasn't just in her head, but rather something real. Somehow, the mannequin begins to move. Only moving ever so slightly, the mannequin seemingly comes alive. But strangely, it's only when Jalen isn't looking directly at the doll. It's as if it's trying its best not to get caught by being very subtle. However, seeing that a mirror was catching its reflection, she tricks it into showing itself move. Now there is something else about this video that viewers have.
Also das meinte ich eigentlich gar nicht. Das ist ja witzig. Das habe ich selber gar nicht gesehen. Safira, einen wunderschönen guten Tag. Schön, dass du dabei bist. Das meinte ich gerade gar nicht, was ich da gesehen habe. Ich habe das voll verpeilt mit der Hand. Das ist natürlich auch krass, ne? Was ich meinte, achtet mal auf den Kopf und guckt mal zur Wand. Also rechts neben dem Kopf. Ich hoffe, ich habe jetzt richtig gespult.
It was at this point that Jalen knew that what she had seen earlier wasn't just in her head, but rather something real. Somehow, the mannequin begins to move.
Natürlich nicht. So viel Zeit muss sein. Das fand ich gerade ein bisschen krasser eigentlich.
Are you real?
Richtig. Die meisten haben es gesehen, okay. Das dachte ich auch gerade so. Habt ihr das
You can do it
gesehen?
again.
Auf die Hand habe ich gar nicht geachtet.
I won't watch.
Und wie sie gesagt hat, ich gucke nicht, mach's nochmal. Das ist auch immer interessant. Das machen wir teilweise auch bei unseren Untersuchungen. Und wenn wir zum Beispiel Rückmeldungen haben wollen oder sowas und da kommt nichts, dann verlassen wir auch manchmal den Raum und sagen, okay, wir sagen auch extra nochmal, wir verlassen jetzt den Raum, du bist jetzt allein und so, um zu gucken, ob dann irgendwie eine Rückmeldung kommt, weil es ist auch bei unseren Untersuchungen öfters so, dass wir, wenn die Kamera nicht läuft, teilweise so heftige Sachen haben, die wir dann zwar erzählen können, aber denken uns, ja, was sollen wir jetzt erzählen? Wir haben es nicht auf Cam, zum Beispiel K2-Ausschläge oder irgendwelche Stimmen oder Geräusche, wo wir uns dann so ärgern, dass die Kamera nicht läuft. Und wenn die Kamera an ist und wir sagen, kannst du das nochmal wiederholen? Wir hatten da gerade was, dann kommt natürlich nichts, ne? So, jetzt achtet mal auf die Wand. Ein richtig schöner Schatten. Aber mit der Hand, das ist wirklich krass.
It was at this point that Jalen knew that what she had seen earlier wasn't just in her head, but rather something real. Somehow, the mannequin begins to move. Only moving ever so slightly, the mannequin seemingly comes alive. But strangely, it's only when Jalen isn't looking directly at the doll. It's as if it's trying its best not to get caught by being very subtle. However, seeing that a mirror was catching its reflection, she tricks it into showing itself move. Now there is something else about this video that viewers have noticed. Whether a coincidence or not, viewers can't help but think that the balloon and the door closing on its own played a role in diverting Jalen's attention, almost as if they were meant to prevent her from seeing the doll. It is strange how both objects intervened whenever she tried seeing it, but despite their efforts in obstructing her view, she finally catches it.
Okay.
So then, the question is begged, just how exactly did the doll move on its own, and was it merely a coincidence that things were trying to block her view? Like most videos, there has yet to be a definitive answer to this question.
Gut, also mit dem Ballon, das kann natürlich immer irgendwie so durch Luft oder sowas passieren, ne? Obwohl es schon ein komischer Zufall ist, dass direkt vor ihrem Gesicht da dieser Ballon dann auftaucht. Aber mit der Handbewegung, das war nicht schlecht. Mensch, gibt ja doch noch einige Videos, wo man doch mal sagen kann: „Okay, das ist krass."
But as always, let me know what you think down below. In the following video, a man is inspecting a property where something very alarming was caught on camera the previous night.
Kasi, guess what? Meron na naman kaming mga hindi...
As it turns out, a homeless person had broken into the property, and it's Benji's job, the person recording this, to get him out of there. However, unbeknownst to Benji, it wouldn't just be a squatter he encounters, but also something else. In his own words, this house terrifies him. It's the one place that he doesn't like to check for squatters. He often encounters them on the properties that he owns, which is why he's made this into a video series. But it's the following video from his whole series that has left viewers creeped out. This is what he caught.
Okay, dann noch mal kurz zum Verständnis. Also, da ist halt ein Obdachloser eingestiegen und der wollte da nachschauen und da gab's aber wohl schon, öfter mal irgendwelche Vorkommnisse. Deswegen hat er da so eine ganze Serie draus gemacht.
Ayun. There is somebody in here. I know you're in there, man. Hello? Police!
Police. Okay. Ist auch gut, dass er gleich weitergeht. Zack, gleich in den nächsten Raum rein.
I know you're in there, man.
Okay, das war er wohl. Das war komisch gelaufen, oder?
She's in your house, man.
Okay, er denkt sich nichts dabei anscheinend.
It was seeing the door open by itself that spooked out Benji. His first thought upon seeing it move was that the squatter was in there, but strangely, that wasn't the case. He would eventually come to the conclusion that this was just a draft or a wind current that moved it. But fast forward to only a week later, and Benji uploads a video that completely changes this notion. Benji is back at the house, ready to confront the person inside. Expecting a squatter, he grabs his phone to record them. What he records, though, is a different type of encounter. Take a look.
Gut, also jetzt eine Woche später ist er nochmal da. Er denkt, da ist wieder jemand im Haus und denkt, das ist wieder so ein Obdachloser. Ja, was da jetzt kommt, sehen wir gleich. Was ich gerade interessant fand, was hier gerade noch gesagt wurde, dass er halt dachte, dass das die Person im Haus war, die die Tür bewegt hat. Was wir alle gesehen haben, das war nicht der Fall. Also es war schon nicht schlecht. Wo ich den auch ein bisschen eigenartig fand, gerade den Typen, aber okay.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Gleich leer. Stand doch gerade jemand, oder? Den Schatten habe ich aber auch gesehen.
It appears quickly, but if you slow the footage and zoom in, you'll notice a dark figure standing inside this room. Although briefly seen, Benji immediately spots it before taking a second look, but when he looks again, it's not.
Da haben wir auch hier, also den habe ich auch sofort aus dem Augenwinkel gesehen. Das ist auch bei den Untersuchungen bei uns immer so. Wenn du da aus dem Augenwinkel irgendwas hast, du drehst da durch. Und was ich auch interessant finde, dass genau an der Stelle, wo dieser Schatten zu sehen war, hier diese Kamerafehler drin sind, beziehungsweise diese Pixelparty hier.
There. It stands motionless for just a moment before disappearing in an instant. Even weirder is that the camera seems to be either glitching or picking up something unseen. All of this happens before suddenly the door starts to partially close on its own. Now Benji, having dealt with many squatters before, naturally assumed that this was another trespasser, so he runs over to the person to confront them. But when he gets there, no squatter is found inside. To this day, Benji wonders what had been inside his house, but according to him, if he had a guess, it definitely wasn't a squatter.
Was würdet ihr da machen? Also ich denke mal, ich würde doch da die Polizei holen, oder? Die sollen das Haus mal gründlich durchsuchen. Also ich würde doch da nicht, keine Ahnung, selbst wenn das nicht mein Haus wäre.
Living somewhere in Georgia, a woman named Felicia had caught footage of something that's left her shaken up ever since it's happened. Although having watched this video multiple times, she still can't make sense of this footage. In the video, Felicia is seen playing with her dog on her back porch before suddenly it happens.
Wer hat's mitgekriegt? Wer hat's gehört? Einmal reinschreiben in den Chat. Nee, war kein Schrei, das war anscheinend EVP gewesen.
It's easy to miss the first time, but upon replaying the footage and amplifying the audio, you hear this. The reason behind Felicia's fearful reaction is now clear. A disembodied voice had spoken to her. Listening closely, it sounds as if it's saying, "Get out." Understandably, Felicia runs away in a panic frenzy. She leaves the door open for her dog, but for some reason, he doesn't want to go inside. Even he is sensing something unusual.
Und das ist genau das, was ich gesagt habe. Wenn Tiere schon so komisch reagieren, dann ist das immer ein Indiz, dass dieses Video auch echt ist. Und das hörte sich gerade wie eine klassische EVP an. Also man kann ja, zumindest ich kann das mittlerweile unterscheiden, ob das jetzt irgendwie drüber gelegt ist oder nicht. Aber das war eine richtig coole EVP gewesen. Und die hat das ja wohl so laut neben sich gehört und der Hund hat keinen Bock mehr da reinzugehen ins Haus, ne? Also das war krass. Also bisher, diese Videos gefallen mir echt gut bisher.
From the curtain behind Felicia moving at the same time the voice is heard, to her dog being afraid of going inside, Felicia believes that this was paranormal. Now, no further clips have been posted by her, which only helps to make this incident a total mystery.
Ist auch kein Wind. Ist kein Wind zu sehen an den anderen Dingern. Krass.
In the following video, a pair of teammates are passing a ball in front of a camera, showing audiences what they do before playing a match. It's Friday night at a soccer stadium, and both players are fully immersed in a small pre-game warm-up. But while both players pass the ball to each other, audiences notice something unusual in this footage. It wasn't until someone made a video pointing out something in the background that people started rewatching the original to see if it was true. To their shock, it was. As both players pass the ball to each other, this is captured.
And then when you get quicker, what tends to happen? More mistakes happen. But that is what development looks like. If you're cruising at a speed that's comfortable, yes, it looks good and it looks cleaner, but you're not going to get better. You have making mistakes here, and then you get to that level, and then you go again, and it's never ending. It's the same.
Now, the social media account that posted this video had no idea what was captured until tons of comments started coming in, mentioning the supposed ghost. It's recorded from a distance, but not so far that it's hard to make out something moving. Now, just to compare, there's a person standing up right here, and right across from them is a row of bleachers filled with people. Both are clearly recognizable as people, but this, even from the same distance, is unrecognizable. It's clear that something is moving, but it's not obvious as to what exactly is being seen.
Okay, der stand aber die ganze Zeit da. Der ist jetzt da nicht hingelaufen, ne? Sonst hätte es ja sein Schatten sein können, den man einfach irgendwie drüber gelegt hat. Aber warum sollte man das tun? Ich meine, man geht doch da nicht hin, um irgendwas irgendwie da zu faken oder sonst was. Man nimmt doch das auf wegen Fußball, oder nicht? Es sieht sehr komisch aus, aber es ist irgendwie auch nicht klar, ob das jetzt fake sein soll oder nicht. Könnt ihr mal reinschreiben, wie ihr das seht. Auf jeden Fall komisch.
While some speculate that this might be the spirit of a legendary soccer player running in the bleachers, others are quite baffled by it. With no comment or explanation given by the account that posted this video, the question remains unanswered. Just what exactly was caught on camera? Now, the following video comes from Virginie, a mother who lives in a quaint house where it seems that things have gotten very unsafe for her family. Despite living in a safe neighborhood, it's the house itself that's been causing the most concern to Virginie. According to her, something is in this house, and it's messing with her family. From cabinets that are found open when no one had been inside the home, to her children seeing things in the dead of night. One can safely assume that the family has been put on edge ever since moving in. But out of everyone, it's the baby who's been the most affected by this move. For some reason, something strange always happens inside the room. The following video is just one of many instances in which something inexplicable happens. But unlike other instances, this one has left the family pretty spooked. This is what they caught.
Okay, der Hund dreht schon mal durch anscheinend. Okay. Aber sie hat es zumindest mitbekommen.
Had it not been for the baby monitor inside the room, Virginie would not have known the source of the sudden noise. She searched the whole space, only to realize later that the noise had come from inside the dollhouse. But the
Ach so, sie hat das gar nicht mitbekommen. Ich dachte, sie hat das mitbekommen, weil sie das Ding da weggeschoben hat. Ja, das ist zum Beispiel jetzt wieder so eine Sache, weil kein Schnitt drin war, ne? Das ist wieder krass. Also kein Schnitt drin und ich wüsste auch nicht, warum man das machen sollte da.
source itself is what scares her. Moments before making a sound, the toy is seen hovering slightly off ground before being shot up into the air and making an audible clack. Virginie jumps up in response, as she later would when looking at the footage. Ever since then, she's taken safety measures to ensure this doesn't happen around her children. But still, the activity continues. Just like viewers, Virginie is left wondering how the toy moved and if there have been any other strange events in this room that weren't caught on camera. On October 2nd of 2024, a live broadcast on a TV news network left many viewers who tuned in completely spooked. The footage captured during this live transmission had nothing to do with the news report that was being covered. In fact, it was so out of place that viewers had to rewatch the broadcast to confirm what they saw. Now thankfully, someone recorded the whole broadcast in question. Just like viewers, Shane was left creeped out upon seeing it. He replays the live stream and shows exactly what was caught. Watch.
Go ahead, Dad, play it. You'll see it. It starts in from up here. It comes down and does a swirl. It comes down and there's another one that pops in over here.
She's contributor at Foreign National. Depends. First, your reaction.
Now rewind it in slow-mo.
Security advisor.
Hallo? Bild?
It's first your reaction.
Now fast forward it in slow-mo how you did it earlier, because I could see it.
Now the quality of Shane's video isn't exactly HD, which makes it hard to tell what's being seen. But fortunately, another viewer watching the same program recorded the incident. Take a look.
Ja, das ist halt die Sache, ne? Ich hätte, wenn man jetzt noch sehen könnte, ob sich die Wolken oder irgendwas hier noch bewegen, dass das nicht irgendwie hinterher drüber gelegt wurde, dann wäre das schon ganz cool. Also es war definitiv irgendein Schatten da zu sehen, der da rüber huscht. Aber wenn hier gesagt wird, dass auch andere Zuschauer das gesehen haben, sagen kann man immer viel, aber ja, weiß nicht. Eigenartig ist es auf jeden Fall. Und das war ja anscheinend auch ein Livestream. Ja.
Having a closer look, one can see why many viewers replayed this exact moment on TV. It looks as if a dark, shadowy figure zips by. While the idea of this being a bug has been thought of, many comments claim that it can't be a bug, as it would have to be very close to the lens for us to notice it. This figure, whatever it might be, isn't as close. From thoughts of this being the Grim Reaper to the idea of this being a ghost, it's clear that viewers were spooked out of their minds. But whether ghost or not, I'll let you be the judge on what exactly was caught on camera.
Ja, weiß ich nicht. Also Vogel, großer Vogel vielleicht. Ich weiß es nicht. Es ist schwierig zu sagen. Durch den ganzen Pixelbrei ist es sowieso immer heftig, aber das hat schon komische Flugbahn gehabt, das Ding.
At around 11 p.m. on a Sunday night, a man quickly takes out his phone to record this exact spot shown on screen, where apparently something very strange happened.
Someone was walking by, bro, and they just disappeared when they got by the tree.
Someone or something had disappeared right in front of him, and he knows this for a fact, as he wasn't the only person to have seen this. Just like him, the man crossing the road had seen the figure vanish on the sidewalk. Having no other way of showing what just happened, the man continues to record in the hopes that it reappears. But as he films, this happens.
And she just disappeared in the sidewalk.
Okay, also die Figur, wer auch immer, ist disappeared, also verschwunden. Nicht diese komische Übersetzung da beachten. Und jetzt wartet er halt darauf, ob der nochmal zurückkommt, also wieder erscheint.
What the fuck? I know you guys didn't believe me, but somebody walking by. ¿Qué pasó, güey? ¡Oh, güey, mira! Ahí va saliendo. What the mira! What the hell?
Aber das Ding ist doch gerade aufgetaucht, als genau das Auto da lang gefahren ist, oder? Mal darauf achten hier. So, jetzt sieht man nichts, das Auto kommt und dann plötzlich, also ich sage jetzt nicht, dass es die Reflexion vom Auto ist, nur es ist komisch, dass es direkt zu diesem Zeitpunkt dann auftaucht, ne?
¿Qué pasó, güey?
Pixelbrei.
¡Oh, güey, mira! Ahí va saliendo. What the mira! What the hell? Salió de la. What the. What is that? ¿Qué es eso, güey?
It appears that the man had fled upon seeing what looks to be a dark, shadowy figure manifest out of nowhere. It seemingly emerges out of the brick wall as if somehow phasing through it. But looking closely, that doesn't appear to be the case. They, or it, just suddenly appears like it was already there. Knowing for sure that nothing had been there, the man continues to record in total disbelief. What just happened, according to him, is something that can't be explained. Now, it's hard to say for sure if that's so, especially with no further context or additional footage. But like always, I'll let you be the judge. Was a ghost caught on camera? Or had something else been captured?
Ja, das ist komisch. Der Chat schreibt auch, war nicht vom Auto, wollte es sich verstecken vielleicht. Ne, sagte ich ja. Also es war kein Schatten vom Auto. Ich fand es halt nur komisch, dass in dem Moment, wie das Auto vorbeifuhr, das Ding plötzlich aufgetaucht ist, ne? Aber naja. Was auch immer das sein soll. Also es sieht mir mehr aus wie ein Tier oder sowas, ne? Oder ein Schatten vom Tier, irgendwas.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include a camera that she can't seem to explain, it goes without saying, but what was captured has freaked her out to say the least. She had just finished eating dinner when suddenly she heard what sounded like a creaking noise coming from her staircase. No one else was home when this happened. As Hannah scrolls on her phone, this is captured.
I was invited because of lesbian geography, and we've been together almost ever since for 40 years. What was your first impression of her after I told her? So exotic. We're in a Molly sweatsuit.
Ist auf jeden Fall sehr
I was in
laut.
blue jeans and a plaid button-down shirt and a big
Hund reagiert. Aber sie hat schon Angst, ne? Das ist dann immer so die Mischung zwischen Angst und Neugier, ne?
Hello?
Waren das gerade ihre Schritte? Diese letzten paar Stufen, die sie runtergegangen ist?
Needless to say, Hannah has been left immensely terrified by this seemingly inexplicable incident. Somehow, a creaking noise is heard on the staircase, despite there being no one on the stairs. Her dog seems to notice this, given that he barks when the creaks are heard. But creepiest of all, the sound of charging footsteps descending the staircase and towards Hannah is caught on camera. Now, Hannah has had this happen to her more than once, which doesn't faze her as much as when it happened before. But like all incidents, this one has yet to be explained. Just who or what was running down the staircase?
Ja, das war auf jeden Fall mal krass. Also ich fand dieses Video fand ich schon um einiges besser als das letzte, was wir uns angeguckt haben, also die letzten Videos. Könnt ihr ja gern mal schreiben, was ihr davon haltet, welches ihr am krassesten fandet und was ihr denkt, was fake ist, was nicht. Ansonsten, wenn ihr gerne mal live dabei sein wollt bei einer Reaction, kommt gerne auf Twitch vorbei und folgt da kostenlos. Und dann sehen wir uns da mal in unserer coolen Community. Ja, es war auf jeden Fall ein krasses Video. Das war nicht schlecht.